This episode is kindly supported by...
Oh, hey there FA Girl fans! You know, one of the best things about working with models is there are countless possibilities out there. But it does take a fair amount of skill. And I know I'm not the greatest. So I decided that somebody else should do the job this time.
And that person is none other than Kenny Lim, aka Toymaker. Kenny is an award-winning scale modeler best known for his customized and intricate builds. As a special treat, Kenny will be demonstrating some of his special techniques just for all of you FA Girl fans. This will be Kenny's first attempt at building a customized FA Girl, so pay close attention. As a little challenge, we decided to give Kenny the base lad. Base lad is an aerial type FA Girl, so she comes equipped with a high mobility backpack. And with her assortment of guided beam weapons, you can be sure she hits the target every time. The base lad is pretty impressive already, so let's see what Kenny does.
This is base lad from Very Mom Girls. I'm going to try a new variation of this kit, probably a new color scheme and new weapon parts. Let's see what we can do about this. Looking through the menu, I noticed for Very Mom Girls there's a lot of ABS plastic. So I would recommend using Plastic Magic from Deluxe material because they are probably the best in the market when it comes to bonding ABS.
And in no time at all, base lad is assembled. If I was building her, I would be pretty satisfied already. But for Kenny, it's only the beginning. To get some inspiration, Kenny references concept art from his favorite series. The books are a treasure trove of detailing references, sparking ideas for the base lad. Of course, it doesn't hurt to look at pro FA Girls' works either. To get a head start, Kenny begins by using extension parts meant for the original frame arms. Using Blue Tech, Kenny is quickly able to get a rough idea of how he wants everything to fall into place.
Okay, so now in terms of modification, I'll be adding pipe plates and panel lines to the model kit. So this will add to the complexity.
Now, Kenny's specialty is detailing. His works are known for their intricate panel lines and aesthetic improvements. By using a combination of techniques, anyone can achieve the same result. First off, scribing panel lines. For this, you should get a set of scribing tools, like the ones pictured here. As a guide, use a ruler and pencil to mark where you want your lines to be. Simply run your scribing tool along the guide. Do it a few times. And then sand it down for a smooth finish. For curved surfaces, you also can use a thin strip of metal to help. It might be daunting at first, but don't give up. Here's an example of what you can achieve with a scribing tool. Take time to experiment before you start. The next technique utilizes the drill bit. Kenny has a little trick here. Always start with a large drill bit first. Next, take a smaller drill bit and work in the center of the hole previously made. And voila! A more layered effect is obtained. This technique is pretty useful for detailing corners. Let's try something a little more advanced. Chiseling. What we want to do with chiseling is to make tiny details to create the illusion that a part is multi-layered. Marking out the desired detail, you would need to make a cut at each end and then hollow out the center. Alternate cuts from each side to make it even. Mastering this will allow you to create attention-grabbing details. It might take a while to get all of this down, but practice makes perfect. But if you want to go even further,
to give your model kit a more complex look, I would use pie plate, because with pie plate, right, you can make intricate design and give your model kit a lot of complexity. Okay, and I know a lot of people, right, who is afraid to use pie plate because they think that it's very difficult. So I'll take this opportunity to do a demo and show you how to do it.
pla plate or plastic styrene is commonly used for scratch building. You can easily create structures like this with pla plate. You would need some accelerator, super glue, files, art knife, and your cutters. Let's observe Kenny. Kenny uses guides to help cut the desired shape out. To keep the pla plate together, he applies super glue on the contact areas. To speed up the drying process, Kenny uses some accelerator. You can afford to trim off edges as you go along, so there is no need to be too exact. To get all the edges flush, a file is then used. This is only practice, but it's not too bad, is it? Besides structures, you can also use sheets of pla plate to add a layered effect. Looks much more interesting. Challenge yourself to create something using only pla plate. Who knows, you might be surprised with what you can achieve. It is this combination of techniques that allow Kenny to take his models to the next level. However, he is not above getting a little help either.
When it comes to doing customs, right, sometimes I prefer to use the model kit from the same series. One reason is because aesthetic-wise it will be similar, so there's no issue of it looking very different from the original kit. So for this project, I'll be using another base art for the kitbashing.
With a keen eye, parts can serve a much different purpose. Amazing what a little creativity can do, huh? To help some of the larger custom parts come together, Kenny uses pla plate and drill bits to create a system of male and female plugs. Pretty simple when you think about it. Each model takes months to produce, so the key is to be patient and keep at it.
This is the prime model of the base art. So usually at the priming stage, what I would do is that I would check all the panel lines that I scribed, the little details that I made, and make sure they're okay. And usually I will need to do some touch up. So I guess the next time I'll see you, I'll be done, and then we can move on to talk about painting.